Did you honestly, really believe that they were going to give you this? Did you really think within your mind and your heart that you were about to get this?
So amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is good, Leo Fokios and Fokaramas? I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. What's going on with you good people? Make sure you guys do everything I told you to do in the beginning of the video. It's been some strange reports going on, y'all, telling me that all of a sudden it seemed like the N in my t-shirts has disappeared. That's really weird. It shows me going like this, and it seems like the video that says UVax. Honestly, I have no idea if that's a YouTube thing or what, but if it does it again, AI has removed it. But again, you can find out how to get the t-shirts. I might post a commercial in here for it, but anyway, let me digress from that. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy the content that I put out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to get into it without wasting any more time, okay? You guys all saw it where it says the California voters issue a strong rebuke to the Democrats' plan to offer cash reparations. They took a poll on it, right? If you don't know, there was a thing that Gavin Newsom did that a lot of people that's in politics, whether it's the left or right, depending on who the person is, they do things to try to appeal to black people so they can get black people riled up, get them all pumped up, feel like they're going to do something about it, whatever like that, just to get the black people to vote for them or to follow them and yada peanut butter, right? So the thing that came up was Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. He proposed reparations, and up to the point at that time they were talking like $5 million. So of course black people rallied behind him, blah 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 blah. Yeah, how's that working out? We all know right about now. Anywho, let's get ready to get into this topic right here. As you can see right there, splat out. The California Reparations Task Force launched in 2020 and released recommendations this summer. The majority of California voters oppose offering cash reparations to the descendants of African American slaves, a new poll has found. 59% of California voters oppose cash payments, while 29% of voters support the idea. According to the UC Berkeley Institute of Governmental Studies poll that was co-sponsored by Los Angeles Times, a total of 4 in 10 respondents reported they strongly oppose cash reparations. The poll comes after Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill in 2020 that would establish the California Reparations Task Force, which was launched to explore how the state could lead to the nation on the potential reparations program. I warned some of you guys before on this, and when Joe Biden brought it up, Joe Biden were appealing to a lot of the black people by saying that they were going to do reparations. And what it is that a lot of people, y'all get words mixed up. I told you the same thing like when it comes to these masks. Just because a store might say recommended does not mean it's required. Required and recommended doesn't mean the same thing, okay? What am I saying all that for is this. During Joe Biden's run for president, reparations are one of the biggest things that was on the table. Karen Jean-Pierre even said how President Biden was looking into it, blah, 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 blah. And you know what they did? They did what they knew, and I'm just being real with y'all. They did what a lot of they knew black people were going to do. Ooh, Joe Biden said he going to do reparations. You know, they said he going to do it, y'all. They going to do it. They finally listening to us. That's what they're going to. No, he did not. Has Joe Biden even brought it up since he's been the president? He's getting ready to go on his 4th term, ladies and gentlemen. Has he even brought it up? No. You want to know why? They never do. They talk about what they're going to do, and then they never do it. Because why? They know that you Negroes are going to get all super pumped up and hype about it, get behind them, and then they don't do anything for you. Well, he's so caught up in bull crap, they never was going to do anything, folks. As a nation, we can only truly thrive when every one of us has the opportunity to thrive. Our painful history of slavery has evolved into structural racism and bias built into the permeating throughout our democratic and economic institutions. Newsom said this at the time. Newsom said this. See, appealing to y'all. We're going to do it. We're going to address it. Enough is enough. Blah, 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 blah. California's rich diversity is our greatest asset, and we won't turn away from this moment to make right the discrimination and disadvantages that black Californians and people of color still face. What's happening? See, That's what they do to a lot of y'all right there. They give you that. They give you that right there, what he's doing right there. I'm calling you. Anyway, the task force published its final report earlier this summer and recommended compensating qualifying black residents up to $1 million in cash payments from the state, along with other benefits such as eliminating child support debt and free tuition to the public colleges. The cash recommendations from the task force would address issues such as health disparities, housing discrimination, and mass incarceration. The task force, for example, recommends that eligible descendants of slaves receive $13,000, pretty much $13,500. Let's just do an estimation for each year a California residency to address health disparities, and let's say roughly $2,400 for each year of residency from 1971 to 2020. When the war on drugs raged, and compensate for mass incarcerations for over policing, they said. Broken down by the party, a whooping 90% of Republicans said they opposed cash reparations, while 5% said they support it, according to the poll. 43% of Democrats said they support cash reparations, and 41% said they oppose it. 65% of independents reported they don't support the idea, compared to 22% who do. Overall, nobody feels that black people should get reparations, and the polls are speaking for themselves. Respondents who oppose the idea most often cited two reasons. It's unfair to ask today's taxpayers to pay for wrongs committed in the past, and it's not fair to single out one group for reparations when the other racial or religious groups have been wronged in the past, according to LA Times, and I agree with that. The poll found that black voters were the most likely demographic to support the idea. Why not? Why not? At 76% compared to 16% who said they oppose it. 6 in 10 Asians and Latino voters said they oppose the idea, while nearly 2/3 of white voters reported the same. The LA Times reported. So, ladies and gentlemen, what it all comes down to it is nothing more. It's just a scheme. It's like a marketing scheme. I don't even understand why you're going to keep on bringing it up, because nothing is going to happen. It's just like a lot of times whenever I get onto some of these different, these different panels, and we talk. A lot of times I kind of get off the panels. I excuse myself from it because I know that a lot of times it's not going to go anywhere. If I know that nothing is going to be fixed, nothing is going to be done about it, there's no sense in me constantly talking about it, because that's all it's doing. See, the continuation of talking about a matter that is never going to get fixed, it keeps you there. I can be wrong on this, but it's a good chance I'm not. Black people, you are never going to get reparations, because you're going to have to break it down all the way to why you should get reparations. And whoever that is that's going to owe you reparations is most likely not going to be a white person. Because how do we know that, according to how we migrated throughout this country since slavery, how do we know that you weren't a slave of an Indian? How do we know that you weren't a slave of another black person? How do we know you weren't a slave of a white person? Then you go beyond that. You can go to Africa and find out if you were sold into slavery to the white man. How do you know? How do you know? And at the same time, California, if y'all don't know this, y'all don't know the insides of this, because I looked into it and researched it, you would have to show proof that you are a descendant of a slavery. I thought all black people were. So why would you have to show proof? See, already there's a disparity right there. I'm sorry. There's like a little, outlier there. How do you know that you came from someone from up north who never even experienced slavery? I'm talking about black people. There were black people that came to America that never experienced slavery at all. They were up in the north. Now, they heard about slavery down in the south, but they never experienced it. So how do you know that you're not a descendant of those blacks? You know what I'm saying? How do you know? So when it all comes down to it, I'm just telling y'all right now, in my opinion right now, and I could be wrong, but I doubt it, there's never going to be no reparations that's going to be paid out to blacks. It's just a topic to talk about, to keep y'all riled up, to keep you pissed off, to keep you mad, to keep you angry. And also, like I mentioned, it's going to keep you there. Where? In the constant state of mind of somebody owing you something. And if you constantly are in a place where somebody owe you something, then that feels like you shouldn't have to do anything to get it. I can't get ahead because they owe us this. We won't be able to make it out there because they owe us this. And you really think, black people, you really think that if y'all got $1 million apiece, $5 million apiece, you really think that that's going to make up for anything that you feel that you're suffering from? No. Studies will show and prove, even people that hit the lottery, you're not going to change your spending habits and all that stuff like that over in a matter of just getting this money. You're not going to change. They already showed that a huge percentage of the people that come into a great amount of money, they end up blowing it and go back to being broke again. So if and when you do go back to being broke again, or in the current state that you're in, whether you feel like you're in a low income area, disparity area, ran down area, when you get back to that, You can no longer say, I'm only like this because the white man, because the white man, because the white man. The reason you are in the predicament that you're in right now, most of people, notice I said most people, is because you don't want to do anything to get out of it. Black people, mark my words, no one is coming to save you. There's nothing that Trump, even if Trump wins, even when Trump was the president, there was nothing that Trump can do to save you. Now, understand what I'm saying. It does not mean that what Trump did for the black community did not help. It helped extremely, but it only helped those that were willing to take advantage of the programs that Trump had in place to help black people. But if you are someone that you just want to sit around and cry about the current affairs of black people, although the current living white people have and had nothing to do with what's going on in your life right now, you are not going to move anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to constantly stay in that state of mind of being a victim. You're going to constantly be in the state of mind of somebody else's fault. It's not your fault. And guess what? In spite of you doing all that crying, all that whining, all that anger, all that emotion, no one still is going to come to save you. That's it. Guarantee you your money back. No one is coming to save you to get you out of predicament. You might as well shut up, get past all that bull crap. I get that stuff happened to our ancestors, but it's not happening to you. What's your excuse for not getting ahead of now? What's your excuse for not doing anything that you want to do right now? You will not be able to give me one unless you are completely disabled, blind, deaf, and mute, completely incapacitated. But if you can walk, talk, breathe, you have an opportunity right now as I speak to go out there and pursue anything you want to, no matter your age. Prove me wrong. I'll wait. Leave it in the comment section and show me and prove to me how you can't get out of the predicament that you in right now. I'll wait. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button before y'all get out of there. For anybody that want to support the channel or anything like that, get ready to pause the video once I post this up here. Boom. PayPal, if you want to send something through there, go right ahead. God bless you if you do. God bless you if you don't. Just consider joining Patreon in case YouTube ban my videos, and I will still be able to post in Patreon where you can get the content, okay? Just letting y'all know that. For the ones that want to send a gift, send it to that address. Don't worry, I do not live nowhere near that, and I have people screening stuff for me, all right? So again, pause the video if you want that information because I'm getting ready to move on and get up out of here, folks. Like always, and I really mean this, I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.